Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. And Grant, you look at these rosters, a lot of talent in the backcourt.
Oh, a sign of the times, B.A. Agility and skill is in demand, and that is on display tonight.
For the paint. Here's Ayton.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Out to the right wing. Right side, Porzingis. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Outside Paul. Pass to Bridges. From downtown. Porzingis grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Doncic, good.
Speedy drive by Doncic. That doesn't quite go together. He usually is going at his home pace, but he does take advantage of holes when he sees it.
Booker can't get it to go. Outside Porzingis. Over Paul. Porzingis misses.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Mikal Bridges, man, has he grown in this league? Growing more and more deadly with that shot.
Yeah, I mean, he's increased the amount of threes he takes. He's gone from average shooter to a great one. A fantastic option to have out there on the wing.
To the inside. Oh, rejected by Ayton. Now, here's Paul. And again, it's the Suns missing. Porzingis up top. Pass to Doncic. Launches it. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Nice look from Porzingis. Good vision there. That's what he has to do with the ball in his hand. Scan the floor, see what's available, keep his teammates involved as much as possible.
Devin Booker.
Booker, good.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Looks to me like there could be something personal taking place here.
The assist. Chris Paul.
If there's one guy in the league who's never going to give up on the mid-range shot, it's Booker. If the D gives it to him, he'll take it.
Now here's Doncic. 5 points in the game. Ooh, Ayton with the block. Goes up on the wing. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Good court vision from Booker. He sees a wide open man and gets him the ball for an assist.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
There's a minute 54 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. And he gets the bucket. Doncic has got 7 points in the game. And the Suns with possession. Pass to Crowder. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
3.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
The Mavericks trailing. Here's Doncic. And he can't jam it through.
You rarely see him missing dunks, but the defender was right in his face on that one, and it threw him off just enough.
Three-pointer. And it's Phoenix's ball. They've outscored them 10-2. Oh!
Wow.
Get out of the way!
Boy, what a pass. X-ray vision, leadership skills. CP3, a surefire first ballot Hall of Fame.
And that one's good. Porzingis.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And here's Ayton. Bridges outside. Another 3 for Phoenix.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
34 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Finney-Smith. Another three for Dallas.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Now here's Booker. Drives to the hoop. Great D that time from Porzingis. Jacks up a three. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic. Porzingis has got 6 points. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Mavericks on top, leading by 1. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to this.
For your Mavericks dance team. All right, looking come on the court. Come on and get on.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Well, guys, they are dialed in from long range already. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there.
Down low. Here's Marjanovic. Shoots over Ayton. 4 seconds left.
Phoenix foul.
And the foul on the shot. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Well, Grant, your dad played pro football. You think that players who grew up around pro sports have an advantage?
Yes, B.A. Obviously, being around a professional athlete, understanding the dedication, the sacrifice, the work that goes into it, really, I think, helped me at an early age as I was developing in a different sport.
I like the fact that McGee not just going through the motions here. I mean, setting a good solid screen, timing his roll perfectly. That's basketball 101 there.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
You know what, guys, honestly, I didn't think he'd win that battle. I mean, that's a lot of height to give up.
The shot by Johnson, no good. Here's Burke. Soft touch off the glass. Burke's gotten his second bucket.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
It's Shamet on the wing. Fires in the triple.
Tremendous court awareness by Payton.
The Mavericks leading. It's stolen by Johnson. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Hey, Brian, the Phoenix Suns are enjoying a renaissance. Big man DeAndre Ayton said, quote, from starters to the bench players, this team is well balanced, and we compete. We challenge each other every day. To be honest, it's the best team I've ever been on throughout my career. Guys, they are confident.
That they are, Allie. Thanks. Pass to Kleba. Outside for Green. He takes it in. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for Dallas.
That free throw no good. And a new group getting ready for the Mavericks. And he ends up missing both free throws.
I love it. In attack mode. Drawing foul calls this quarter and getting to the free throw line.
My kind of hoop. Straight ahead, playing downhill, and physical.
And the tremendous confidence of Luka Doncic. Part of what makes him special, I think. What comes first, you think, Grant? The talent or the swagger?
Wow, tough question, B.A. I think it's the talent. When you have great talent, then you have swagger. And you have to remember, I mean, he played professional in Europe at the age of 16. So he may be young, but he's well seasoned. And he's been at this for a long, long time.
Pass to Shamet. Charity stripe shot. That shot off the mark. And it's Dallas the other way. Porzingis for 3. And the Mavericks, another 3.
Not trying to second-guess anything or throw any shade, but Porzingis is terrific at understanding when to shoot off the catch.
McGee a screen. Here's Johnson. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Johnson's got his first 3 points of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man.
Memorable. Keep that one in the career highlight reel for sure.
Here's Doncic. He's got 10. Here he goes. 6 to shoot. Outside Finney-Smith. He forced the shot clock violation. Great D. The Suns trailing. We've got 1:08 left to the second period. There's the screen by Johnson. And he converts the layup. Johnson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Payton, an absolute wizard in terms of how he sees the floor. When he creates a little separation off the pick and roll, he's extremely hard to guard.
And Doncic, here we go. Ooh, McGee with the block. Pass to Shaman. And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
To the middle. Here's Powell.
And all Powell needs is good positioning inside, and when he does get it, he's throwing it down.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From deep, Johnson. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. Inside. And Powell with the stuff.
Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
That'll count. That one no good. And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Mavericks ahead. They lead by 2. And don't go away. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. It's a neck-and-neck game in Dallas. Doncic on the wing. He's got 10. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
You can trust Luka to make the most of a close shot. I mean, he won't waste a high percentage look most times. And one thing that talent evaluators wondered about with Doncic coming in, was he quick enough to play point guard? And in case you're wondering how that worked out, the answer is yes, in bold capital letters.
Pass to Crowder. The 11-footer. And it's Phoenix with another.
The defender is doing everything he can, but the height disparity limits his options.
And that one's good. Porzingis. And for the Mavericks scouts, there was never any question. Luka Doncic was born to quarterback an offense.
Boy, he sees the game 2 frames ahead, B.A. I mean, he's got the ball on the screen. He's got great size. I think he's a blend of Magic and Kidd when you think about how he sees the floor. They weren't the quickest either, but like Luka, they got where they wanted to when they needed to.
In transition, here they come. And Booker with the jam.
Whenever CP3 gets his hands on the ball, you know he's going to turn it up court right away. He loves initiating the break.
And he gets it back to the paint. Powell. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure coach couldn't be happier with the results.
Left side Booker.
Mavericks foul.
And the foul called on Kristaps Porzingis. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Into the third. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Ayton. Oh, it's stolen by Doncic.
When you're in tight quarters, that can be an awkward pass to make.
Porzingis with room to shoot. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Porzingis has got 4 points now in the quarter. Bridges with it. Guarded by Doncic. Back to Paul. All sorts of time. And another basket for Phoenix.
Nice work by Paul, as usual, in that mid-range area. So effective here.
And it's Doncic missing.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
The Mavericks trailing. And Dallas calls time here.
Some people don't give Chris Paul enough credit for his outstanding shooting, but he can knock it down. You can't give him any room.
All right, fans. That was your Mavericks dance team. Make some noise, fans.
Stolen by Bridges. Uncovered. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
Grant, Chris Paul just gets more and more reliable as a shooter, even after all these years in the league.
Yeah, I mean, he's always been smart with his shots, but he has great efficiency for a guard, and he could easily put up bigger scoring numbers, but that's not his focus.
Paul drives in to the middle. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Booker. Mavericks with the rebound.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. DeAndre Ayton being the #1 pick in 2018, his potential is obvious. With his team on the rise, he's looking to impose his will on a nightly basis. Ayton said, quote, "I know how hard I work and what kind of a player I am. I'm trying to take over every possession, being more dominant every game."
Oh, a scary thought, Allie. Thanks. Good on the second one. 1:05 left in the third. Outside Paul. Pass to Booker. Fires for 3. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Booker's got 13 points.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
Here's the 3. Shot is good by Kleber.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
No coverage that time. He has 7.
And what a passer Paul is. Exceptional at seeking out his guys and getting them into a rhythm. Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. Out left to the wing. Kleber left side. This one for three. Devin Booker. He's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Phoenix, helping them space the floor. 2 triples in that quarter.
Come on and get loud for your Mavericks dance team. Come on, fans.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The Suns leading. Pass to Johnson. The three. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Burke on the wing. Kleber right side. Oh, McGee with the block.
Boy, and the wingspan McGee has covers a lot of ground. Very useful for shot blocking.
There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Shamet. Clock at 6. From 13. It's hauled in by Marjanovic. Here's Bullock. Here's Kleber. That shot off.
Despite the miss, those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
To the inside. McGee.
JaVale McGee.
Up and in from the low block.
Hey, there's a reason why he shoots such a high percentage, guys. I mean, he picks smart shots, high-quality shots, in close shots that he takes.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Suns.
What a tremendous showing from three-point land all through this game, guys.
And Johnson drops them both. We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Here's Doncic. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
You know, as I watch Doncic, I think it's futile to try to distract this guy. His focus and concentration and control of himself is excellent.
Down low. Powell with a steal. Here's Finney-Smith. The shot is good. Doncic making the play.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Any lull in the action so far has been short-lived because there have been nothing but buckets in this one.
Phoenix no good that time either. Deflects the pass. Pass to Powell. Got it. Good job in the low post. And now it's just a 4-point Phoenix lead.
And Powell unafraid to take big shots, fully confident in his ability to knock them down.
From deep, Johnson knocks down the triple. Johnson's got 5 points in the quarter.
He's been playing great unselfish shooting.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
It's Shamet on the wing. It's Shamet on the wing. Drains the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Boy, it's been a three-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
In the NBA, you just can't let guys get to the rim.
Time called here. The Suns decide to talk it over. They're on top by 6. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Some changes for Phoenix. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Monty Williams was saying to his team. He told them it's going to come down to our defense. If we buckle down and get stops, they've got no way back. With the win in sight, he doesn't want them to relax. Guys, back over to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. For 3, Bridges. Porzingis grabs the board. The Mavericks trailing. Back to Booker. Pass to Crowder. Fires the 3. Hits the three-pointer.
Good play call. On all cylinders.
They kick it out to Porzingis. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Outside Booker. And Booker gets double teamed. And it's Crowder missing. Dallas now, time running out. And it's Doncic on the drive. Drops in the layup for two.
Strong performance from him, but he may need to do even more if they're going to win this game.
Pass to Crowder. Over Brunson. And the Suns get it back. No luck on that one. And so it's Dallas with it.
It all comes down to this possession. They must get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
B.A., the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and power.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Crowder, that's good.
For his position, Booker does a solid job moving the ball. He's got great passing instincts.
Here's Brunson. No good that time. Excellent D there from Booker. And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. 12 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Crowder. Fires the three. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. And now a 10-point Phoenix lead. So it's the Suns winning this one easily. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks.
Wins.
And the NBA trade deadline is coming up on February 10th, so we're focusing this week's 2K TV Interactive special around historical NBA trades. All questions are brought to you by Kia. I think we should start with your Lakers, Chris.
I'm ready for some free VC.
Which former NBA MVP did the Lakers trade for in the 2021 NBA offseason?
Was it Derrick Rose, Russell Westbrook, Kevin Durant, or James Harden? If you answered Russell Westbrook, you just earned some VC. But in order to get Mr. Triple-Double, the Lakers had to send some players. Which following Laker player was not included in the Russell Westbrook deal?
Was it Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, Montrezl Harrell, Alex Caruso, or Kyle Kuzma? Hint, hint, this player now plays for the Chicago Bulls.
And I miss him so dearly.
February is Black History Month, and we want to acknowledge and honor those athletes that have made a difference through their actions to support equality in the league.
So we went back and selected a few of our biographical segments from the Respect Your OG series, and we'll be running them through the month. This week, here's the story of Elgin Baylor.
As an athlete, you can never stop learning about the history of the game you play. It's about knowing who came before you and knowing what they did to change the sport and change so much else too. When you talk about the guys like that in basketball, one OG who I think doesn't get enough recognition is Elgin Baylor. Elgin grew up in Washington, D.C. in the 40s and the 50s, back when the city was still segregated. But Elgin could play basketball, and boy was he a star. Ended up far away going to college in the Pacific Northwest, becoming college basketball's best player. The Minneapolis Lakers drafted him with the #1 overall pick in 1958. They were one of the worst teams in the league, but in Elgin's first season, he took them to the NBA Finals. That's how great of a player Elgin Baylor was. The original master of hang time, way ahead of his time. The Lakers owner even said that if Elgin hadn't come along, he would have gone out of business. Instead, 2 years later, he moved the team to Los Angeles. and Elgin was the original Hollywood Lakers star. In 1959, the Lakers were playing an exhibition game in Charleston, West Virginia. When they got to their hotel, Elgin and the team's other 2 black players weren't allowed to check in. Eventually, the team found a different hotel, but there was still a problem. No restaurant in the town would let them eat inside. They had to go to the supermarket and make sandwiches in their room. So when it came time for the game, Elgin said he wasn't playing. This was the first time an NBA player boycotted playing a game. "I want to be treated like a human being," he later said. "I'm not an animal put in a cage and let out for a show." Elgin eventually got an apology from the mayor, and when the All-Star game was held in Charleston a few years later, Elgin went. He stayed at that hotel that hadn't let him stay there. He ate at the restaurants that hadn't given him a table. And African-American leaders in the area told him that what had happened to him led the city to make changes and speed up integration. When I think about everything we went through last year, the stance that the league and the players took against the injustice in our country, I think of Elgin too. What he endured, what he fought for, and what he accomplished for the rest of us. You can't measure that kind of thing. When my generation takes the court, and when we make decisions about what to do with the influence we have, I don't think there's any better role model than Elgin Baylor. He's an OG of OGs, and we've got a responsibility to keep up all the work he started all those years ago.
All right, today from Team 2K TV, we have Danny and Rodney. I hear you guys have an idea for a segment for 2K TV. I want to learn more about it. What do you got?
Well, Coach, first, great to see you. Thanks for having us here to hear our idea. Rodney and I have been talking over some ideas for segments, and I think we got a pitch you're really going to like.
So we know there's always new people to the community that want to try out 2K22. So the other night, Danny and I were on the Concha Del Mar, and we were waiting for some friends to jump on before we played. So we were like, we should check out our my courts. Why not? So we jumped on there, and we were like, there's so many options here. People could actually try to refine their tools in this area.
Yeah, whether it's like jump shooting with a new build or working out how to play with teammates, we think it could be a really good strategy for all our new friends who joined us over the holiday season in my career.
I actually love this because My Court is a great place to do practice games. Let's just say you make a new My player. Maybe you don't want to play guard all year. Maybe your trash old former teammates try to make you, LD2K, the 2 guard, a center, which is a terrible idea. So now I have to go find new teammates, and I don't know how we play together. So this is a great spot and opportunity to do that.
Yeah, players that haven't played together or players that have played together for a few seasons. I'm not going to name any team names, but I have one in mind.
Funny, Alexis. So if you go into the My Court or the Gatorade training facility, there are all types of options you can do where you can actually work on your shooting, play some one-on-one, play some horse, just different games you could try to refine your skills.
And so we thought, it's not always obvious how to get started. If we produce a tutorial, that'll help everyone see what the options are available, train their game, and enjoy the mode. I think it'll actually enhance the way they play.
If we accept your proposal,